So, just for y'all who don't know anything about trucking, sometimes you get asked to do things that you don't want to do, okay? And sometimes this can cause you to go off on your dispatcher. Now, let me explain something to you new drivers. You see, I'm in my overalls. See, I done tore a hole in my overalls at work, working in the yard. If you are constantly a troublemaker to your dispatcher is the one who can make you or break you. That's a God honest truth. You can run perfect miles. You can always be on time. But if you are constantly causing problems with your dispatcher, you're not going to get the freight. You're not going to get the money. See, this is how logistics work. For some of you who don't know. You see all my chickens? They happy. The way logistics work is your company gets paid a certain amount for a load. And a lot of times they have so many loads that they have been brokered to run for however much they say. See, I had to put this down so that it wouldn't blow away. For however much they say, they're gonna pay you, right? Now, sometimes you have to go in areas you don't want to go because that affords you freight to get back to your preferred area to run. But I want to talk a little bit to some of the information that I'm receiving and hearing about. Let me explain something to you. At the end of the day, you're responsible for that truck and that load. At the end of the day, that dispatcher can push you to do a run even though you know it's unsafe. And a lot of newer drivers are doing these runs that are totally unsafe. And they're ending up in the ditch. I'm just going to tell you what my trainer told me when he was training me. No load is worth your life. No load is worth the lives of the people around you. I don't care how much money's in that trailer, because I've hauled money before. I don't care how many cigarettes are in that trailer, because I've hauled that before. I don't care, okay? That load is not worth your life. Now, some of the things that he taught me, and here I am, I'm going to speak on it because I've been driving now since 2002. 11 years of that, I drove over the road, coast to coast, up into Canada, and all the way down to the border of Mexico. Up to Alaska, went up there, dropped a couple loads off for Halliburton up there on, I think you call it Ice Road Truckers on the TV show. I was never on the TV show, but I have been up there. I'm going to tell you, that's a scary thing, and my kudos and my hats off to all those people up there who do that on a daily basis. I could not do that daily, being honest. Me, snow and ice, we do not mix. But a lot of people come down on Swift. I'm going to tell you something. I'm just going to be completely honest right now. Swift took me from being almost homeless to owning my home. I want you to think about that a minute. Swift took a chance on me when nobody else would. What you think on that a little bit? Swift taught me how to drive, and here I am, 22 years later, I'm still driving. Okay? Actually 21 years and a month. But, you know. I've noticed that a lot of the drivers out there nowadays are me, 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 me. Move your truck. I can't get out. Move your truck. Move your truck. Why are you parked in front of the fuel island to run in and use the bathroom? Move your truck. Okay? I understand if you park there for more than 5-10 minutes. I understand that. But the common courtesy needs to be still out there, but at the same token, drivers. Now I'm going to speak to you because what I've noticed is very unsafe. Cutting in and out of traffic, cutting off four-wheelers when it's pouring down rain, running up on the trailer in front of you at 65 miles an hour down the highway. There is no way you can stop that trailer if you're hauling anything of weight. And even if you don't have weight in that trailer, there's no way, if that truck in front of you slams on the brakes, you are in that trailer in front of you. Again, I'm going to reiterate, no load is worth your life. No load is worth the lives of those around you. Y'all need to stop. Take a step back, take 5 minutes and consider that. Because I've heard of 3 accidents now. Yes, they were in areas with snow and ice. Yes, they were in the mountains. However, there is absolutely no reason why 150 trucks in each one of these accidents piled on top of each other. There's no excuse for it. You can say, well, you know, I didn't know that I was going on the ice. I thought the road was clear. That's fine. You thought the road was clear. How come you're following so closely that you cannot avoid what's happening in front of you? I'm going to reiterate, 21 years I've been driving. 11 years of that, I drove everywhere. All the way up into Canada, in blizzard conditions. All the way up into New York, down through Missouri during tornado season. Down in the Panhandle, when hurricanes were coming in. Down in Louisiana, when massive rainstorms were coming through and flooding everything out. You have to stop and evaluate and think about your life, because I'm going to tell you honestly, there were several fatalities this past couple of days from those accidents, and not all of them were truck drivers. Not all of them were truck drivers. Some of them hadn't even started living yet. For a 6-year-old child to be crushed in a pileup of 150 trucks and killed, and it doesn't even make a blip on the radar? Drivers, we need to do better. If it's snow and ice out, slow down. Increase your following distance. If the chain laws are up, put chains on. There's a reason why chain laws are up. The road might look perfectly clear, but if the chain laws are up, that means there's patchy ice. One person makes a mistake, And all these companies pay. Think about what you're doing, please. I'm begging you, please think about what you're doing, because there's absolutely no reason and no excuse for 150 trucks to be piled up together. Yes, you slid. Okay, I get that. I slid off the road. I was able to recover it because I wasn't going very fast. Okay, I've slid down on black ice and had a stop sign and a little curb stop my bobtail from going off a 50-foot cliff. Okay, because I got arrogant. I didn't pay attention to the weather. I didn't pay attention to what was going on around me. I was focused in on one thing, and that was making money. Okay, this is a time of year you need to be focused on getting there safely in one piece and slow down. Okay, I cannot say this enough. Increase your following distance, folks. Stop pulling these crazy maneuvers like you're in NASCAR. You are not in NASCAR. You are driving an 80,000-pound silver bullet that can kill you and everyone around you if you just have one split-second misdiagnosis of what's happening on the road. All it takes is a split second. Sometimes even less than a split second. You make one mistake, and it could kill everyone around you. Now, I know a lot of you are going, wow, you're being melodramatic. Why don't you go look up in Pennsylvania what happened up in the mountains of Pennsylvania this past week? Why don't you go look up at what happened up in Idaho, in the mountains in Idaho? Why don't you go look up the accident that happened in Colorado? Okay, there's no excuse for it. If it's not safe, don't go. Better to be late on the load and the freight get there in one piece and you in one piece and everyone around you in one piece than to end up upside down in the median, crushed to death from your own truck. That's a reality. So I felt compelled to come on and put this video out because there's no excuse for what's happening. Yes, you have to make money. I understand that. I'm in the same business. I'm trying to make money too. Okay, everyone around you and the trucks around you are trying to make money too. Okay, freight is slow. Everybody's trying to grab what they can grab and get there as fast as they can get there. I understand that. But you need to slow down and be safe. And that's what I wanted to tell you. Stop being all about me and start paying attention to the people around you, and maybe lend some of your fellow truckers a hand now and then, because sometimes the drivers out there don't know what to do. Bicycle.